YTPC, Ford Smoking Pipes here. Day after Christmas. I have the Meerschaum golf ball. Wouldn't whack at it, might break. And I have a new blend and a missing lighter. Maybe short and sweet today, guys. No puffy. Anyway, what's in the pipe? Gawith and Hoggarth rum flake. I know, you're saying, Ford, you don't smoke aromatics. You're right. I really don't. But I was out Christmas shopping and this was on the shelf and never tried anything from Gawith and Hoggarth. I've tried it from Samuel Gawith. Yeah, that blender. You know, these videos always look greater in my head. So I cheated. I have notes from an earlier smoke because I may not be as quick on my feet as I used to be. Anyway. The rum flake. It's supposed to be a mixture of burley, Virginias and burleys with flavors of rum, licorice, and vanilla. Notes. For me, I was never quite able to fully coax out the vanilla. The vanilla and the licorice is way in the background. Towards the end of the pipe, I was able to get what I thought was it to pull through. And I mean, this was in the last drags of the pipe. This is after I'd relit some of the burnings a couple of times after the first initial going out. But you'd be happy to know that the flavor carried all the way through from start to the very end, where I couldn't get the ashes to even think about lighting again. It does come fairly ready to burn. I say fairly because you will have to rub it out, and it doesn't hurt if you leave it sit a couple minutes in your tray or in the lid of the tin or whatever. So I went on Pipes and Cigars, and I could not find it on there. I bought this out of a brick and mortar store in Springfield, and I have absolutely no idea how old it is. Possibly 3/9 of 91. Somehow I'm doubting that. And I'm only guessing that because of what the barcode says. In the past, the date was a combination of that numbers you see below the barcode. That don't make it true here. It's just a guess. I can tell you it's been sitting around a while. The stickers all yellowed and stuff on the bottom. But I did look up one of Bean's videos on it, and his front sticker was a different color. So I'd say, I'm guessing his was older. Very smoky. That's one of the qualities I wrote down. It's creamy. Has a great mouth feel to it. I can taste that rum on it. Don't mind that. I'm not a big Arrows fan. Just not. Usually they burn me. Usually they burn goopy. This one does neither. This one would work great both directions. If you're an aromatic smoker and you wanted to start transitioning over to non-aromatics or trying them, this would be a good start for you. Because the barley plays a very prominent role. It gives you that full sensation, that meat to it. I smoked it before I watched any reviews on it. And I believe it was Phil Sellers said that it was almost like a cigar. I was thinking that prior to him saying that on the video, because only cigars give me a real full feeling. Big and burly gives me that feeling. They're always the great after dinner smokes. Got a little Canada Dry to go along with it today. Keep the housekeeping going. Of course, the Meerschaum golf ball was an anniversary pipe from 2 years ago. I'll say I didn't go last year to that area. Back to the blend. I got sidetracked. It does give a spice, and I really feel it. I feel the spice at the tongue level, but it's not a tongue burn. I know the difference on that. This is nice and spicy. Well, it has a nice spice. It's not spicy. It just has a nice spice. Don't be afraid that it's going to get at you that way. It's not. It just has enough to keep me entertained. Guessing that might be from the barley and rum. I typically find that out of a Perique, but there's no mention of Perique in this blend, and quite frankly, I don't get the fruitiness, the spicy fruitiness that goes with the Perique. Usually I can smell that fruitiness and taste the spicy. That's not quite what I'm getting. I really have to be real gentle with it and take light sips so that I can find the Virginia. Otherwise, I just flat lose the Virginia in there. Usually one of my biggest hang-ups with aromatics, a lot of them, like I said, it's that glycol coating on it that burns me. But the other thing is that a lot of them are just generally Cavendish soaked in something. Maybe that's just the lower quality ones. I'll give you that. Might be. But I like Cavendish, but I like it mixed in something. I don't like it being just the only thing I'm smoking. For me, Cavendish is more of a condiment. Or, I mean, you could go a little further and make it a team player, but condiment being just a sprinkle, team player being a healthier portion in there, but don't make it the base. Don't make it the only thing in my pipe. Got me a gurgle going on. Did notice that on the, of course, the bend in this makes it prone to moisture anyway, but did notice on the first smoke that I had to run a pipe cleaner down it 2 or 3 times. But after about half, 3/4 of the way through it, I quit. The moisture was down where we got it all just baked out of it, lack of better terms. Sure somebody out there's got a more wise term to it. Looks like I'm losing light again. Cold weather in the mobile studio. Oh, rats. Yep, hang on. Well, don't know if there's a good way of doing this. I'll just have to do, fellas and gals. Usually do it in the middle of the day out on the back porch, so I don't have to worry about that, but cool weather. I probably could have let it dry a little more, but all my talking, I don't tend my pipe as well either. My notes wanted me to tell you that I wanted you to know that it's a long, satisfying smoke. So let's see if there's any other things I wanted you to know on my notes. Oh, nicotine. It actually has a decent dose of nicotine. Something else that I find a lot of aromatics don't have. Let's preface that by saying a lot of aromatics that I've tried don't have. I'm sure that there's some out there that I don't know anything about. These are all my opinions. again, that taste just, man, she carries. That rum's there. If you're a fan of rum, get on it. If you're looking for the licorice and the vanilla, you'll have to work for it. Kind of have to work for that Virginia. That little hay notes in there. That's pretty much the end of the notes. I'd recommend it. I give it a thumbs up. Will I smoke it every day? No. Will I buy another 10 when this one runs out? As long as they're making it, probably so. Wouldn't mind keeping it on the shelf. So, upcoming blends. Holiday season, I picked them up. I decided I'm going to do some videos on them for you. They've been reviewed by a bunch of others, but maybe I get a better lighting system. Maybe not hide out in the car. Who knows? Innsmouth. Innsmouth by C&D. Exhausted Rooster by C&D. A couple of blends by Just For Him. I have their Christmas mixture, which I really like that one. It's another aromatic. I was shocked, but if you ever get by Springfield, Missouri, go by Just For Him. I have yet, not saying it's not possible, but I have yet to find one of their blends that I wouldn't recommend to somebody. A couple of them have been kind of wild on the taste for me. I stumbled into an aromatic, didn't know I was getting one, but very solid blend, even though the type of topping wasn't my cup of tea, but it's a very solid blend. I haven't found any of them yet, and they work hard for them not to be bitey. You always got a good burn. Just For Him, Springfield, Missouri. Anyway, there's 2 blends from them. Hornblower was the second one. Very base, solid. That'd be an everyday smoke. You'll hear about it. Took another run at the Vapors. Oh, I was smoking it the other night and told you about it. Kind of, sort of. Told you I'd do a review on it. Sutliff. I was shocked. Last time I got tangled up with Sutliff, I got such a tongue bite that I think I might have been doing it to myself. But they got me pretty good, so I passed those blends on and didn't look back. I was pleasantly shocked with this blend from them, and since it worked out so well, I'm looking at a couple other ones to try out too. Either they stepped up their game or I've changed, and me and them get along. Me and their blends get along better. As I've said in my other videos, it's all about your body chemistry. So how I'm eating, things I've quit eating, and how things have changed. YTPC. It's been a review of rum cake. It's getting dark. I'm going to finish this pipe. Get on in the house. Y'all take care out there. Old Ford signing out.